Welcome to the Quick Galloper YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell.
That time of year again, on the eve of the Moutett Mile 2024. I remember you as a pundit last year. Outstanding. All your selections came through.
That was luck, believe me.
Yeah, but but I know you have vested interest this year, so
Yes,
I won't burden you
Thank you.
with forcing to select winners. But let's stick with the Moutett Mile. You have two entries in the Moutett Mile for 2024. Barnaby, who we saw a couple of weeks ago, and unraced here, Tistok. Tell us how both horses have prepared for this.
Yeah, I really don't have any complaints or excuses to this point. Barnaby got his run. I would have liked the race to be about 4 weeks out as opposed to 3. But the racing office tried to assist me as best they could, and the best they could do was 3 weeks. Because he's not as big and strong as say Tistok. He's more of a light frame colt. And he's so eager to work, and he will give you maximum every time. So in fact, I've never ever asked him to run other than when Omar asked him to run in the race. So we train him fairly light. It was 3 weeks from his race, and chose to give him 1 work as opposed to 2, just because I just thought that he needed that extra week to put back on all his weight, which he has. He was real eager to work on Saturday morning. He worked really well. I was very comfortable with how Omar had worked him perfectly for me. He came out in great shape. I think he looks fantastic. And I think he will run very well. Tistok is a different type, but he came in later. So we had a choice to make. It was either to run him in the Jamaica Cup very quickly out of quarantine, and with discussing it with Chevan Mirage and his dad Deo, we just felt that if we're going to give him a really good shot at the Moutett Mile, is that we would go straight. So he was in training up there while in quarantine. There was a training track that he could do some work, and he was. And so he came here early enough, and he actually came in excellent condition from quarantine. So hats off to the quarantine people that they actually took care of him nicely for me. So within a couple of days, he was on track. He himself also has worked really nice. He's an older colt. He's 4 years old, and you can see how professional he is. He knows his stuff, and also a dream to train where he likes his job. And yeah, he's trained really well. Sunday morning, I was very pleased with him. I couldn't have asked him to do better. With him, his big work was 2 weeks ago, a 7.5 furlong up the gate, and that was really his hardest work. And then we just eased him in his last work. But he really did it nicely. We gave power from above, a nice jump, and he took that off within 3 furlongs and really galloped out nicely as well. And knock wood, all has been well with him. And he on the other hand now is a big fellow. He's close to 17 hands. He weighs about 1,400 pounds. He doesn't play with feed. Once he puts his head in that tub, he's not coming out till it's finished. So that's great to see, especially after works like that. So yeah, so you know, we hope. I know he didn't get to run here, but as I said, he has a lot of experience as a 4-year-old. We expect him to run well as well.
Do you care to confirm the riders for us?
Yeah, Shane Ellis will ride Tistok, and Omar Walker retains the ride on Barnaby.
And Barnaby. Trainer, this year the Moutett Mile sets you up in a different kind of perspective. I might surprise you here, but is there anywhere in the back of your mind the Trainers' Championship comes up?
The truth is, and people may not believe, I never, at no point this year we set out to win a Trainers' Championship. No, did we start to set our stable up for competing against Jason, because he's the main man. No disrespect to Gary and Patrick Lynch and everybody, but Jason is the #1 guy. But we feel we had to set a plan. You don't just pop up and beat Jason. So we figured in 2025, 2026, we will have a legitimate shot at being competitive in the Trainers' Championship. So I didn't go in this year with that at all. It was all about preparing for the next 5 years, to be honest. So it's like a 5-year plan. Yes, I hear people talking about if you run 1, 2. Look, this is a Moutett Mile, bro. They're very good horses in the race. You have the locals, Desert or Malibu and Fun Can done, and it's that a fact. And then Rohan brought in 2 really nice horses. Legacy Isle is a stakes horse. Let's not pretend he isn't. He won the Mucho Macho Man Stakes, and if that Legacy Isle runs to that race, then we're all running for second. You know, do I hope that he is not at his best? Yes, I don't hope that anything happens to him. I just hope that he's not 100% his, because then I think the rest of us are in problems. So to go back to my original line, no, I didn't, and even now I haven't taken it on. I'm not in a position, I feel, as I said, say I am fortunate enough to do it. I'm not doing it where you're going to have to run horses in the last month, where you're going to start throwing out the barn. Remember, I tell you, it was a 5-year plan. So it's a different thing if it drops in your hand. Well, then I'll be it. Don't think I wouldn't be happy. Of course, I mean that'd be great. But I'm not going to put my horses at jeopardy to do it, and then that affect the entire 5-year plan of how we've planned it and organized to set ourselves up. So, believe me or not, but that's the truth.
It's more like a bonus.
Right, exactly. It's like gravy. You know what I mean? I want to win the Moutett Mile, don't misunderstand. That's my goal. What comes with it after that is really not on my radar. So, I mean, we're totally 110% focused to try and get the job done for the Moutett.
Let's put it this way. Obviously, the long-term plan this wasn't a part of it.
Correct.
But based on the nature of just one race, as important as the Moutett Mile is in our context, it can skew the championship. I mean, just turn it on its head. You know. So with that being said, this is going to be a stocked race. You know, we expect full 16. There are some unknowns. Your Tistok is unknown here as a racer. Crichton's 2. Those are 3 unknowns going in, all with shots. You know what I mean? We have seen Barnaby, Desert, Pace, Park Place, and you know, Share the Light, and Atomica carrying the local flag, of course. So I mean, it's stuck. How excited are you to be a part of this? I mean, the buzz at the track. I've heard you speak about it. I mean, like we have not seen in a long time.
So what is nice for me is I felt that in 2023 that we weren't competing at the highest level. You understand? And that's what I missed. If you understand what I'm saying, that's what I missed. I wanted to compete at the highest level. So it's really not about the championships, as I'm saying to you. It's a bit about competing in the Moutett Miles, the classics, the big 2-year-old races. So that's where that comes from. As far as the excitement level, I was here Sunday, I mean, till 4 o'clock waiting on Legacy Isle to work. Not only as I want to see my competition, but as a fan. And when I was standing on the trainer's stand at 4 o'clock and took a look up onto the main grandstand, I thought it was Sunday races. So the amount of people, whether they were people that work in the industry or wherever, it doesn't matter. The stand was rammed with people coming to watch a horse breeze 5 or 6 furlongs from a starting gate. What more you want? That is excitement. And so that's why I said to Solomon on Sunday night, you know, I lift my hat to you guys. Yes, we criticize SVRL a lot, but we have to give them kudos when they do things well, and that's great. That's fantastic that is happening. If we can just keep that trajectory and keep moving it up, which it seems like SVRL is willing to do now, it's really an exciting time to be a part of racing. And we also have to thank the owners for allowing us to go and buy these horses, because they're not cheap, and they're willing to be a part of it as well. So yeah, it's really exciting.
Final question. We're hours away from the draw later at the ROK tonight. What's your best hope?
You mean where to draw? Well, the truth of the matter is, and I tell myself, I have no control over where the horses are drawn. I'll have to accept whatever they get. What I would like to see in a perfect world, I would like to see both of my horses anywhere from middle to outside. But to tell you the truth, neither of them are really front-running horses. They are mid-pack horses. Yes, Barnaby looked like a front-runner because he was just better than the company he was running against. He had if you look at his past history, he's never ever led a race. He's always stalking. So my horses, if they're drawn anywhere, they're going to be stalking anyway. So, but you know, just I think more from my peace of mind and for me to sleep good, I'd like to see them from middle to outside. But I don't think it would affect the horses anyway.
Okay, trainer, thank you, and we wish you all the best. To see the competitive hat on once again,
Yeah,
it's a joy.
Thank you very much.
All the best.
Thank you for watching another video produced by the team from QuickGallopJaya.com and its YouTube channel, The Quick Galloper. Please stay on the channel for other enlightening videos on those involved in local horse racing. Please like, subscribe, and press the notification bell.